what a day! What a day for the NBA. That's what you said. You said it was a. I don't know if it's the worst, but I mean it's up there.
What? One of the worst seasons ever?
Oh, I thought you said one of the worst. I thought you said it was just one of the worst days in NBA
Oh
history.
no, yeah. This I thought you said gay, and I was like, I don't know if I can.
No, no, no. I said worst day in NBA history, but
It's
you
close. I
saying
mean, for
worst
me,
season.
because I was this close. I just crossed my fingers. This close to.
I'm sorry. I'm
I was
sorry.
this close to feeling glory,
In terms of like what
getting the number one pick.
you,
I'm a Wizards fan, but
but you wanted Washington to get. That's what you're most upset about.
as part of it, yeah. Why would I not be upset about that?
Well, I mean, just knowing like your like very very loose connection to the Wizards.
No,
I
it's super
figured,
loose because we suck, and I don't have enough space in my sports time
yeah.
to go watch Wizards games and act like I care because I don't.
See, no, but I thought,
But I want a reason to root for him, and if it's a fucking 6'10" white kid from Maine, then sure.
I thought you were more upset about like the outcomes and what Eastern Conference Finals we're probably gonna get
I'm incredibly upset about that.
and all that. And actually, I mean, in terms of, I guess matchups, you're kind of right. This OKC Denver series might be the
No, this would
finals.
that is the finals. This
I
is
mean,
the finals.
it is the two MVPs playing each other.
It's literally the two MVPs playing against each
I
other.
mean,
It's one of the most complete
like,
teams
be
in
real.
recent NBA history playing against a young, very complete team.
Like, yeah, because if you look at Denver and OKC, like nothing after this is gonna be more entertaining.
Not even close.
It's like okay, so you're
It's
telling
like
me
last year. It was like the
Ravens
finals was not
Bills,
the best series.
but Ravens Bills wasn't more entertaining than the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
It was the
Everything
two.
was more entertaining than the
It
Super
was
Bowl.
the two MVPs duking it out. Like that's yeah.
For real.
Like people are more entertained by that. I mean, Indiana versus New York, Minnesota versus either two of these teams would be good. Or if there was any chance where there was a healthy Steph in the mix, but
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna happen. But we
No,
should
I
have
mean,
expected how this. We should have expected this because how weak the East is, anyways.
exactly. So I mean, obviously the best series was going to come out of the West, but we still could have gotten a good finals.
Oh yeah,
We're
we
not
could
going
have.
to.
But the top two teams in the East
And the
sold.
Knicks are so cursed that the fucking Pacers are probably going to fucking smokehouse them.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have no problem with like Halliburton and the Pacers, or whatever. But that's just not good basketball. Watching them play in the
Not good
finals,
NBA, bro.
that's like just not the best. And like, if we're talking about the NBA, like going out of their way to make sure they get the best matchups in the NBA finals, like 2004 maybe. Like this
Bro, this is
might be
like
the same.
Sacramento.
That's that's what I'm talking
This is
about.
bad,
Oh 04.
bro.
Like they kind of need to, I don't know, find a way to at least. And I know you said off the pod you said you weren't too interested, but the press alone for the Knicks in the finals,
It's way bigger.
it's gonna be, I
I
don't know,
agree.
it's gonna like. And I mean, I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, we're going to get some of the worst takes in NBA history
yeah, but then we'll have like what,
about
like,
Brunson.
oh my god, but don't let like if it's like Knicks Nuggets, then it's gonna be like Cat versus Jokic, and then but I don't know. I kind of like that though. Like some of those matchups, like it will be interesting, but
But it's
I don't
not
know.
like we want the next era, and instead we're getting like the era that's like we want the Tatums and the Ants, but these new teams. But then we're getting the fucking Pacers thrown in. It's like this team's too.
We'll pay. I mean,
They're not. Halliburton's not a superstar yet.
they count as the next era though. You know.
I know, but it's the newer stage of the next era, which I didn't
No,
think
no,
we
no,
were
no.
going to get
This
yet.
is just not this is not the team in this era that you want to see.
No.
Which to me, it's like this isn't even we're not in a different era yet. This isn't. To me, this is like we're in like a like a bridge era, like
Mhm.
a I don't know what to call it because it's not like all these guys that we've been watching for a decade plus are like washed. Like
No,
half if across the NBA, I mean half of the stars are still going to be what like if you just go across the NBA and or the landscape of the NBA and look at all the teams and we see right here like okay, so 76ers or whoever, somebody's still going to be talking about Joel Embiid, who in a lot of people's eyes is either cooked or they're going to have to come
the
back
MVP.
healthy and figure it out. Okay, Celtics, yes, that's going to be the head of the new era. I think the Knicks the same, but to me, but Cat's been around. Cat's been
Cat's
around.
been around forever.
So maybe
That's
like
like saying
Brunson.
AD is.
So the Villanova, maybe the Villanova boys. Okay, I'll give it to them. Like they're part of the newer era.
Yeah, but they're
The
supposed to be
Tatum
like
era.
they're supposed to be like the Cavs, bro.
No, but I'm okay.
They're supposed to be a
But
team that's never gonna do anything.
but the
And now they're
no
getting
no no
it
no 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 no
fucking
no. Hold on, whoa. I'm not saying who's gonna win. I'm saying who's a part of the old era and who's a part of the new era.
true.
So
I mean
the
the old era is it's Bron, Steph, KD,
yeah, but there's more than you
Harden,
think.
Kawhi,
There's more. That's
Jimmy.
what I'm saying. Like people are still gonna be looking at Harden and Kawhi, but we were like Giannis has been in the league for over 10
brick.
fucking years, and they're still and Giannis and Dame over there, and I mean it's just yeah, you go over everywhere. It's like besides what the Celtics, and then you got whatever Luka's gonna do, but if his name stays attached to LeBron, it's still LeBron and Luka.
Yeah.
I mean, you still gonna have Kyrie
Well, I
and
just
AD
didn't
in the
think that.
league. Steph fucking Curry and Jimmy Butler. Like more than half the league is still ran by these old heads.
Agreed, but I didn't think that the new wave was supposed to be what happened last year, which was Luka and the Celtics and that sort of wave. But now we're getting this weird younger wave of Eastern Conference, and whoever comes out of the West, I'm fine with. I don't really care. I think
Yeah,
whoever's going
I'm
to come
about
out
to
of the
say
West,
like
that'll be entertaining. But no Celtics, no Cavs, no Bucks.
but
Kind of shitty.
this era that we've had, let's say, started a couple years ago, and then I will probably last, let's say, another five or so years. It's an era where we're gonna have a mix of those newer matchups,
Yeah.
like Luka and Ant and all and those types of guys. But if
And then
KD,
Zion's going to lose 58 pounds and dominate the league.
oh my God, if that, I mean, if that happens, well then we're absolutely in a time machine because he's gonna set us back a whole other 10 more years of this era.
True.
If him and like Lonzo Ball decide to be healthy and play well, it's like, well, all right, we're back in 2016 again or whenever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not the matchups you want because we had the Celtics in the finals last year and we liked it. It was cool, but at the same time, it's like when when like Jimmy Butler was bringing Miami to the finals, it was like,
It's like it's impressive. It's very impressive. It's cool, but the way they play basketball, it's not really what you're here to see, and you know they're going to get smoked in the finals.
But that's the
They
thing.
did,
It's like
twice.
you had somebody who was probably Jimmy Butler, who's considered a part of that, I guess, past era or older era, who's on the older head side
Mhm.
of things now, who we probably could have rather seen a younger star or a younger team full of guys over Jimmy Butler and the lacking Miami team behind him. So I don't know. It's just no. If the Celtics didn't blow it. If Giannis, I mean, if honestly, it's really the Pacers what's killing everything. The Pacers
For
are
real.
doing, and if they're gonna do their thing, that's cool. But if they go get 4-1 or 4-0 in the finals, then to me it was a waste of time. Then
For real.
if what we I guess could have seen from the Cavs if they could have made it through the damn second round, but
But at least there's like storylines there. You get to talk about Donovan Mitchell, and you get to start actually putting Donovan Mitchell in these categories. Instead, you've just got a decent team in the Pacers, but no one's talking about Halliburton like a star, and no one's talking about Siakam like he's a star. No one talks about Siakam at all.
We're gonna put Donovan Mitchell in a category.
What? Booty cheeks?
He is the second round saint. I mean, that is exactly what that man is. He shows up, plays incredible. But no matter what, whether he drops 40 or gets hurt, they are going out in the second round. It is incredible
I
how
mean, we thought
all
something.
year
We thought there was a reason for him to leave Utah.
we
We
thought there
thought
was a
the
reason.
grass was greener.
And when we did have a Threads account, I remember posting as soon as like they went on like a what? Like I remember early they were going on a crazy win streak.
Early, they won like 20 odd games.
And I was like, this is all cool. I was like, until they get bounced in the second round. And everybody's like,
Here we are.
you're so stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. No wonder your podcast. It's like,
Here we are.
it's like, sometimes doesn't matter how many views you have, you know when the Cleveland Cavaliers are gonna get bounced in the playoffs.
For
That's just kind of how it
year.
works in life. So yeah, no, they're the second round Saints. It was 80-39.5.
No. I mean, they got like the last game against Miami was like they got good smoked.
80-39. And to be honest with you, you can't say that Halliburton wasn't on pace to be on a part of this new or a part of the group that's going to lead the new era. So
For sure on pace, but I didn't think he was going to hop, skip, and jump. The Cavs, the best team in the East, apparently.
Fuck. I mean, he's been cooking, and now I mean Donovan Mitchell's hurt, so yeah, Cleveland's cooked 3-1. It's over for them. OKC versus Denver.
Great
2-2.
series. It's 2-2.
Beautiful series, and honestly, look, Denver lost. I'm not even tripping. They
No.
shot horrible, lost by 5.
Yep.
They shot horrible. Jokic shot like 9 for 22, and which honestly isn't. Actually, now I think about it, it had to be worse than 9 for 22 if I thought what I saw.
I thought it was like 5 for 20 something.
I don't know. Either way, point being, they lost by 5, shot horrible. So I think they'll be able to figure it out, and if not, then I'm really I really won't be dialed in. Like I really want to see Russ get this damn championship, and I'm gonna watch, but it's gonna be I'm gonna have a bad taste in my mouth watching.
It's gonna turn into it's gonna turn into some XFL talk. Not as bad, but it's just gonna be like, all right, well, the fucking guess what? The Pacers,
Thunder versus
are the
Pacers.
champions.
If it's Thunder Pacers, I might not watch. I might
I'm
not
not
watch.
watching.
I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
and
granted,
guess what? If that makes me a casual, call me a fucking casual.
Cool.
Don't care.
But I mean, when you think about it, like there has to be every team's got to go to the finals for the first time. Every player has to go to the finals for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, if it's SGA going to the finals, if Halliburton's there too, then cool. But my problem is if like it doesn't continue. Like the Suns made the finals and the Bucks made the finals, but they showed no signs of ever getting back there. I hate when it's like
not every
you don't have that team who could dominate a little bit and progress.
But that doesn't hurt anything except what predictions. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not having a dynasty.
I know, but it's just not.
Picks.
I don't know.
It's
not as exciting.
Here's the thing, though. I don't mind different matchups every year. I truly believe we're just not getting the matchups. We sat here before the postseason, and talked about all the potential matchups we could have gotten. We're just not getting the ones we wanted. So it's not like we didn't get any of them, bro. No. But I'm saying it's not like there was just one. Like it's not that we needed to see.
We needed a specific finals. Yeah.
Like we didn't need to see Boston back in the finals. I just thought they were going to be back in the finals.
Sure.
So that kind of.
But there was also the few teams from the East that we wanted to see. Now the West, you can throw a lot of those teams in the finals, and it would be entertaining. Mm-hmm. But the East, it's like. There's 3 teams max.
I mean, I don't know.
And the Knicks are that low 3rd seed.
And then you got fucking Golden State, which, I mean, look, Golden State, I can't even really, at this point, I mean, I don't know if or when Steph is going to be able to come back because, shit, they might lose.
Well, it's 3-1, so he's an if for Game 6.
He's an if Game 6 happens, but, I mean, shit, I don't know. I have no clue what they're going to do with Steph, but, I mean, you look at What, game 3 it was? Draymond in the fourth quarter fouled out with
Fouled out.
2 points and 2 rebounds.
Yep.
So, and I'm just wondering, and I'm like,
I wonder
tell
how
me,
many games in his career he has more fouls than points.
tell me if I'm tripping, but I feel like there's no other starter in the league in the history of the NBA besides Draymond Green who would be able to get away with fouling out in the fourth quarter of a playoff game with 2 points and 2 rebounds.
Nobody.
Like who else? Like
Well,
who else would let that shit slide?
but it's
Like
also
when
weird that we can't. That was the
I was
longest
like, you
pause
black.
ever.
No, it was fine. You blacked out for a second, but
No, I was
it's
just trying to
weird.
think. But it's weird that that's an issue. Like if Draymond fouls out, you should cheer, because now he cannot play anymore because he put up 2 points and 2 rebounds in an entire game and calls himself one of the biggest contributors to the Warriors' success. And it's a sad
to
thing.
this day. Here's the thing. It's like the problem is you. I don't know. Like Draymond Green, he's kind of like, and I'm not even gonna say like Cam Newton, because there was a time where Cam Newton was super likable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, maybe if you were just
Superman
I don't
era.
know, huh?
Superman era.
Yeah, like it's like you just fucked with Cam and he was, but now it's like he seems way more like sour nowadays.
Yes.
Draymond, even in his prime, had
Sour
this
puss.
sour like attitude, and it's like
The
it
entire
was
time.
almost like you would almost expect the flip, like Ndamukong Suh, like he used to be a dick, but now it's like, he'll go on podcasts and talk, and he's like, yeah, I was an asshole, like, yeah, sorry
what's his
about
name?
that.
Who's the busting with the boys guy? Taylor Lewan. I always thought
Yeah,
Taylor Lewan was just some fucking psychotic douche nozzle.
well,
Or Richie Incognito was on Julian's podcast.
Richie,
And he was just yapping. No, Richie's one of the worst.
Richie, see, that's the thing. It's like some of them.
Richie was bad.
Who did I talk about? The Broncos Niners linebacker. He's the same way.
Bill Romanowski. Exactly.
He's the same way. It's like, no. You cleaned your act up so you could make money after your career.
Exactly.
Like that's what you did. Like
exactly.
Luckily,
you were
Draymond,
an absolute piece of shit.
Draymond doesn't have to do that because he's already doing his TNT shit, and they kind of accept like him. Because here's the thing, Draymond doesn't do anything off of the court that is bad. So it's like that, which is like props to him for that, because
very much
he loves to throw that in, like in his last rant. He's like, I'm a great father. I'm this. It's like, okay. It's like nobody said anything. It's like, we know. Like, yeah, you could be a perfect.
But here's the thing: the second, if he ever slips up.
Oh God, people are gonna be.
If he ever slips up, bro.
And honestly, if he just had like one fuck up, I'm not gonna crucify bro, because I'm already at his neck when it comes to basketball. But as soon as he steps into the court, he turns into a sour bum. That's just what it is. And there was a time where he was a defensive player of the year, sour, like a sour defensive player of the year.
Sure.
And he wasn't a bum, but nowadays that's just what it is. But he still talks like he. The problem is the way he talks about himself now. We can't even credit what he did 10 years ago.
I know.
10 years. Think about what I'm saying.
Well, because I mean, if you think about it, no, it was 10 years ago, but at that time, we did talk about him like his passing ability, his ability to see the floor, defensive ability, things like that. But we knew why the Warriors were good, and then he flipped it into, without me, you don't have a Steph Curry, and it's like that's not even close to true.
Yeah.
So take what you deserve, because it's not anywhere near what you think you deserve.
But like, what other player? What like? And truly, like, if and I'm not asking. I'm asking to the people in the.
I got it.
Who?
Bronny James.
Maybe Bronny James gonna be able to get away with this shit, but I'm saying in all of this, what other player can get fouled out in the fourth quarter of playoff games with 2 points, and this is starting in the starting lineup with 2 points and 2 rebounds, and prior to that they have to get sat and held back because they can't control their anger when they're like 35 years old, or however old we said he was. even in his prime was kicking and punching people in the dick and face and punches teammates in the face, and then they get traded away, and then
And
and
but
and
we
and bitched at KD to the point where it's like KD's like, fuck it, I'm not gonna deal with this, and they leave and he leaves. It's like, what other player just has this lineup of just being a fucking asshole and it's just completely okay, and he still can't produce on the court.
exactly
I
trying to
just
think
don't
of
get it. That's
something
why
like that in any sport.
there's nothing like that's why Steph might be like the true like GOAT of his, like if you want to put him in the GOAT status, it's like, bro, he made Draymond a legend.
For real.
Like no matter Draymond, I don't even think he'd be able to get to the point where he could solidify his career if he acted this way on any other team, if they didn't have the success with
Bro,
somebody
if he
like
was on
Westbrook.
any other team, he's Dylan Brooks.
But even Dylan Brooks can like give
That
you
is
something
true.
on the court. Like
But
Dylan Brooks is an
Brooks is a
asshole.
fucking
But it's like you got to think. It got to a point where Patrick Beverly was an asshole,
yeah.
and then it was like, all right, well, you need to go play in China or something. Like
Sure.
because you're doing nothing on the court.
You're throwing
Like,
balls at women.
It's like, yeah, at one point you could play some defense, but now you say you don't do shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to China.
I mean, there's a difference between P-Bev and Dylan Brooks and Draymond. It's like Draymond's like truly just a dick, truly pissed off. Dylan Brooks and Pat Bev are just trying to fucking fuck with you. They're trying to get in your head.
Yeah.
Draymond
Honestly
wants to fucking make sure you don't have kids or try to elbow you. Like, this is, what was it, last year? Or earlier this year? Was it last year he got suspended?
Which?
It was last year. Last year they were talking about fucking he was going to fucking therapy and fucking rehab for beating dudes on the court.
Do you not remember when he put Rudy Gobert in a headlock?
Yeah, or when he fucking slung elbows on bro from Phoenix.
Yeah, but he put Gobert in a headlock and started dragging him out, and it's like he's just he
was 34 then.
And then he tries to pull
he
that
wasn't
card.
22.
He pulls that card, and it's like, bro, it's like, no, other players who look like you, Draymond, have their moments in the NBA, but you are the moment of the NBA. Yeah. You are a highlight tape of just fucking a ball of anger. And that's what it is. Nobody has to portray you. Nobody has to portray Draymond as anything. He fucking shows he wears his heart on his sleeve on the damn court. He shows you exactly who he is. You don't have to portray him as anything.
And yeah, he's right. On the court. Or I mean off the court. Fine enough.
Sure.
On the court, you're a real C-word, brother. And no production.
It's like, yeah, I guess maybe like or not even maybe. I'm sure, yeah. You can be a great guy. You can have all these friends. All these people can fuck with you off the court, but I don't care. I don't know you. Yeah. We're not talking. Yeah, exactly. We're not on this podcast to talk about how
Draymond's
friendly
daily life. How
friendly
you are. Steph Curry raising his children.
Like how friendly you are at the club or something. It's like no, yeah. but if and that's the thing. It's like I don't care about what Curry's got going on at home, but if your wife's gonna go on the internet and talk all crazy, we're gonna talk about it. Like that's something to talk about. But you know, it is what it is. Let's move on from the playoffs, man. I guess we'll just maybe we can possibly get, because what's best case scenario at this point? To me, either.
Well, all right. Best case out of the East. The Knicks.
To me, the Knicks.
Well, Celtics 3-1 comeback.
The Celtics 3-1 comeback if Tatum didn't tear his Achilles would be beautiful.
It'd be awesome.
Like, but can we talk about Tatum's injury? I mean, do you want to talk about that? Cause
yeah, I mean, it looked like an Achilles.
I mean, it was just a weird, because like when I saw it, because I was watching it live, and you know it was a steal, breakaway, whatever, and then you know he's just squirming on the, but they didn't show it. They didn't show the replay until like after they came back from commercial.
Really?
And then I saw they showed it one time.
But they only have it from the face-on angle. And the thing about the Achilles is, like, you can see it in the Aaron Rodgers video. You can see it in the KD video. You can see it snap and shoot back up the leg.
Yeah.
But they don't have that angle for whatever
I wonder
reason.
if you can see the Dame, if there's a Dame angle.
You probably can.
But
I mean, if there's an angle, you can see it sort of.
the whole
jolt.
time, like, because there was somebody, I forgot who it was, but poked the ball, like, came through and stepped in front of
Yeah.
Tatum. So I thought, like, maybe the whole time I'm thinking, like, Tatum got stepped on.
Sure.
And when they show it,
Well, and that was the thing. It was like his foot was flat, facing forward.
and it was just an awkward
There was
step.
no rotation, left, right, front or back. It was just snap.
And he was squirming, like.
But you could tell that, like, he went forward the leg, and then his leg sort of popped up. And now
And look,
KD's was the funniest because he was like, "Something fucking bite me, dude." I mean, that's what they say. It's like you feel like you got kicked in the ankle.
right, I mean, that's the thing. KD's Achilles is so far from him. Like, I mean,
Dude,
like,
it's
took him
probably
3
from my foot to my knee.
I mean, it took 3 business
It's
days.
probably my
for KD.
entire shin.
It took 2 or 3 business days for KD to realize.
At least
tore his
it took
Achilles.
an entire basketball game.
But who?
But he also had calf strain problems before that.
Yeah, and I don't know. Who knows what Tatum was dealing with? But I will say, if there was one injury, and because I don't wish injuries on anybody, and I don't think anybody should be happy about injury because Tatum obviously has a lot of haters. But if there's one injury that, Tatum's gonna milk the comeback for,
Oh.
these haters are gonna hear a lot about the Tatum Achilles tear.
No,
comeback.
we're gonna get
I'm just saying.
we're gonna get Kobe references for fucking.
No, that's what I'm saying.
8 years,
and
bro.
I'm not a Tatum hater, so I don't even care. Like, I'm hoping it's not even an Achilles tear, but it's
No,
like
of course.
I don't know. It was a really weird step.
See, but
It was a step and fall.
no, it was. See, but Kobe kept playing. Kobe was walking that bitch off. He wasn't down there crying.
He didn't keep playing. He shot his free throws and
Shot free throws and he walked out.
Tatum didn't get fouled.
Huh?
Tatum didn't get fouled.
Nah, but he did. I'm not shitting on him. Kobe's
That's
just a
what I'm
fucking
saying.
psychopath.
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
like, yo,
Tatum,
he tore his Achilles and he fucking winced.
and there's a different Achilles tears. Like, I mean, like, there's levels.
I don't know what they are, but yeah.
I mean, there's grades. There's.
There's grades to sprains. What? Do you
Well,
sprain tendons?
No. I believe.
Well, there's different places where the Achilles can snap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can have a complete. Because what is it? You can have a complete tear
Rupture.
or rupture. I guess is that what it is called?
Yeah.
I guess rupture. But I do.
But usually when you
believe-
see something like with Tatum where his leg sort of shoots back up, it's complete. And that's the thing. It's like once you partially tear it, it's pretty hard for it not to fully
See,
tear.
That's the thing. I was gonna hit Google, but like, you can definitely partially tear your Achilles.
You can partially tear your Achilles, but it becomes so weak that it'll just snap.
But yeah, I guess we won't know until bro gets MRIs or whatever.
That's one of those injuries that like doesn't happen outside of sports. Usually, like I feel like more people will tear their ACL,
Yeah, I just hear about
tear an Achilles.
or it'll be like an old person.
Yeah.
Like
Like
someone
58 playing pickleball.
or
Achilles.
like I was just taking the trash out.
Yep.
And
Took a
then,
weird step and
But
snapped my
it'll be the
Achilles.
same thing. Like, yeah, I just went to turn around and my quad tore. Like,
Sure, yeah, exactly.
like old people just fall apart.
Bro, the amount of people that I meet were just like, yeah, I fucking had 8 surgeries on my back. I was like, what the?
You know what else is falling apart? The Bengals defense.
Ooh.
The Bengals
Is Trey
defense.
Hendrickson a diva? Can we call him a diva? He's been doing this for years.
I mean, yeah. I think, yeah. I mean,
I think he deserves
see,
to be
the
because
thing
the
is-
Bengals clearly don't care about their offense. I mean, their defense, but
the thing is really how it's handled. Like, when people say you're a diva, if you're just quietly like to me, like Chris Jones was, if he just didn't sit in that fucking state, if he didn't
sit in
sit
the
in that
box,
game,
watch your team play.
it would, to me, I wouldn't have been. But that was like, if besides that, I didn't really consider it diva like. It was just, if you're sitting out, you win your money.
Yeah, you're just sitting out.
I know who might be a diva though. because do you know why I'm saying the Bengals defense is falling
No, I
apart
thought it was
besides
Trey.
Anderson? Oh, so Shamar Stewart,
Oh,
the Bengals first round pick. The guy who's gonna be, the duo with Trey Hendrickson if they ever decided to pay him.
bro.
Um,
If I drafted somebody in the first round, they're like, yeah, it's just not enough money.
well, in his words,
They're getting cut.
he said, "I just decided not to sign those papers." That's what he said, and apparently reports are saying that it's regarding to the percentage of the training camp bonus, and then what they get down the line. Because I guess obviously it's in the name what a training camp bonus is, but I guess the percentage wasn't high enough of how much he'd get for
All
the
rookie
training
deals
camp
are the
bonus.
fucking same.
No, here's the thing. It was like the 17th pick of last year's draft had a higher percentage than what they offered Shamar Stewart or
Well,
whatnot.
guess what? You're a Bengal. They're fucking cheap
Well, no, that's the thing. See,
defensively.
here's the thing. It's like, could you say Shamar Stewart is a diva? You could.
You could.
But can you really blame him for getting drafted to the Bengals and going,
I don't know how I feel about you guys.
You guys are a little frugal around here.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna sign these papers because it's like getting hired to a job, and then it's like you get hired and somebody who's already there is like, I need my money.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. It's like, wait,
what's going on, bro?
If he's not happy with his pay, and he's been here, then shit. I don't know if I could sign those papers, but I will say. You're getting the chance of a lifetime to play in the NFL. Stop being a dick and sign the papers. You get to play in the NFL. And guess what?
NIL's already having its way, bro.
Well, that's absolutely. You can
because the NFL is no longer the first taste of real money, like legal money.
Absolutely.
So.
No.
They weren't signing contracts at Alabama, but
like it's. And I say this all the time, and whatever year it is, bro, it's 2025. These players, first round to the undrafted free agent pool, you can go easily make your money outside of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many people, and a big reason why I say this is, it's not only players who just maybe aren't that known who might dabble in social media content or whatever, but it's all of these retired football, basketball players, wrestlers, baseball, whatever, who weren't that known, but now they're very well known in the social media.
Channing.
Who?
Channing.
Oh yeah, but okay, like that was an example. But I'm even saying like for instance, like what was it,
Dan Orlovsky?
Kurt Bender.
Oh yeah.
He was like a lifelong backup, but he's he's
the dude who made the football. Kurt Benkert.
But he's really big in the Madden community on YouTube. Like
the
YouTube Madden community.
He made like a.
That's brand new, but I'm saying he's been super popping in the Madden like YouTube community and tips and shit.
He's got like 2 starts or something.
Like his whole thing is like a ex-pro NFL player.
Exactly. Yeah.
On Madden, it's like even guys back then who weren't that known are able to get some type of fan base now. So if you're a first round pick in 2025 and you're mad because your percentage for your training bonus or your the training bonus pay isn't high enough.
Go do a sponsored fucking Nike post and
go get your Gatorade ad and go do a fucking podcast and go make some merch and you'll make more doing that. Honestly, fuck the Bengals.
But a training camp bonus percentage, it has to be deeper than that.
But Trey Hendrickson, apparently, he said that there's no communication regarding contracts. So it's like, is he being a diva? Sure. But if it's like, I need my money, and ever since then it's been like him just waiting.
Yeah.
It's been silence. Then, I mean.
I'd go talk to other teams.
Make the call. Yeah, let me go. Let me go somewhere else. I mean, if we're going to play that game, yeah, trade me.
I mean, at this point, I don't think Trey has any reason to be there outside of money.
Yeah, I mean, if the Bengals don't want to pay him.
And if the Bengals don't want to pay anyone else on that defensive side of the ball. No reason to
Well,
be out there and get cooked every fucking drive.
but I mean, this is just.
When he could go help a team make a Super Bowl.
But it's like usually when you see like a bunch of players, or like usually when you see like big contracts, and you go like, "Damn, this might hurt the team down the road."
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes a minute.
Mm-hmm. It takes a long time.
When did Jamar and T? They got their contracts like what 2 months ago?
The offseason.
Like they got their contracts this year.
Yep.
And they're already like, well,
cheap draft pick.
We might not even have 11 guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Honestly, dude.
I mean, shit, we're fucked. Like, I don't know what
they can pick up Shiloh. Week 6.
No, Shiloh got signed. So
Shiloh got signed for mini campus.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I you know why I don't.
He will make the team.
Shiloh is a way more like quieter, like just humble version of his brother. Yes. So it's a lot easier to just be like, yeah, cool, Shiloh, yeah, whatever.
You can talk about truly Shiloh. Think that Shiloh has a brain.
You can talk about Shiloh without people coming at your neck. Like,
yes.
Good or bad, like positive or negative things you can say. Like people are, yeah, okay, it's Shiloh. But yeah, you can't talk about his brother though. Okay. So switching topics. I thought here we were, Devin, thinking the NFL was scripted, that they had some plotting in the background going on. But it turns out that this whole time, it's the NBA. It's what? The NBA. The NBA is scripted? The NBA creates the biggest villain.
These motherfuckers suck at scripting shit, dude.
They create the biggest villain within Dallas.
Mm.
And
my God.
And then give him the first pick in the NBA draft.
Bro, there should be no lottery.
What do you mean? Oh, just cut that?
Cut the lottery.
Cut the lottery. I mean,
like, but that's the thing. Like, I get the anti-tanking, but now you have organizations who will be bad forever, for a long time.
What do you mean?
The top 3 teams in the lottery, the top 3 worst teams in the league, all finished outside the top 3 for draft picks.
Oh, so what you're saying is a lot of these teams are going to spend decades tanking and for possibly nothing.
It's not even. I know it's an anti-tank thing, but they're truly that bad, and they will truly be that bad for a long time.
But if you cut the lottery, it would be less teams tanking, and probably those teams. But it's like I don't know. I don't know. Like
there's what was it? 14 teams in the lottery.
To me, tanking in the NBA and them having a draft lottery
10
kind of makes it stupid. Like to me, like tanking in the NBA, it kind of makes no sense considering it might be for no reason.
Well, that's the purpose of the lottery.
Yeah, but it's
the purpose is it's an anti-tank machine.
It has that always been its reason or its purpose? I mean,
yes, that is the purpose of it.
100%. Like I don't need to.
1,000,000%.
We're not sounding stupid saying that.
I don't think so. No, I mean it's like you can go be the Wizards and have a terrible season, or the Jazz or whomever, and end up picking 6th.
I just want to see, why did the NBA start a lottery winner? Start a lottery winner. 1885. Okay, correct. Okay, I just want to make sure because sometimes me or you will say some shit and then I'll Google it afterwards and it's like, well, we were super wrong.
What year?
1985.
Jordan year.
But it was in fact for the purpose of teams to stop teams from tanking. Which
really?
It hasn't.
Well, to stop teams from tanking for Michael Jordan. Well, No, Jordan went second, no?
Probably. I don't know. We're casuals, remember?
True.
But
Dallas. But I mean, teams still like you have a higher chance of being the first overall pick if you're bad. Like the top three, like the worst three teams had a 14% chance. Dallas had a 1.8% chance.
But it's I mean honestly, and you could look back and probably use like Cleveland when they got LeBron as an example. But like you're telling me like probably the most hated team at this point get
Yeah.
the fucking first pick and
The replacement,
it's
a better
almost
version of Luka potentially.
like this makes
I'm joking.
this makes Nico be able to go like,
See,
told you. See,
told you.
we're fine. We're perfectly fine.
Yeah, we're good.
And if you
And
think
which is true, they are fine. If they do in fact draft Cooper Flag, I think they'll be okay.
they're fine, but here's the thing. I think it's a long shot to say healthy, but if you had this healthy lineup of Kyrie, Clay, Cooper, AD, throw like Daniel Gafford at the 5.
Or just go find a better 5. But no, that's an
Do you need a better
team.
5? Do you need a better 5 if you have that lineup though?
No.
I don't think you do. I mean, that is you'd be able to have AD Cook at the 4. You'll be have Cooper out there. You'll be I mean, if Kyrie were to be healthy at some point next year, I mean, it's just that would be a nasty ass lineup. So
yeah,
the thing is, I'm not like I wasn't crazy pissed like about the Luka trade as some people were. Like it was shocking. We were definitely like, whoa. Like what the fuck is going on? But
at its core, I understand the trade. I mean, you just lost in the finals, and yes, we call it a finals appearance. They came out of the West, all that. It was nowhere near close. There's so many holes in that Mavericks team. And I think the biggest problem I had with it was them, or Nico was sort of alluding to the fact that this was a move to improve their current season, which I don't believe in at all. But yeah, I mean, down the road, getting Luka off your hands might be beneficial for them. But we wouldn't be saying that if they didn't have the first overall pick right now.
I was just about to say this.
We wouldn't be saying that.
I was gonna say when you said like I get it, like I don't really get it. Like I don't think the trade makes too much sense to me. It was like I don't think it makes too much sense, especially.
But I can see. I don't know.
It's kind of like, remember when you were like, well, why wouldn't Dallas go? Oh yeah, sure, we'll give you a third, and a fifth for George Pickens. It's yeah. Well, why wouldn't the Lakers go? Oh yeah, we'll set ourselves up for the future
for the rest of Laker history.
Yeah, we'll do that. We just had to draft Bronny, so I mean, like we'll fuck it. Yeah, we'll take Luka.
Now, granted, they wasted the second round draft pick in the NBA.
Yeah, no, I mean, wasting an NBA draft pick in the second round isn't really a thing. You either like it's either like
Gilbert Arenas or nobody.
But I'm just saying, like, yeah, if Dallas doesn't get that first round pick or the first overall pick, they're screwed. You got
big time. Kyrie, like if we're talking about maybe Kyrie next year
at some point,
AD, and then an old Clay with a new haircut.
AD having to be healthy, Clay. I mean, yeah, he'll have his games where he'll hit a bunch of threes.
Yep.
But then he won't, and then it means that. But then
he's a liability.
You get nothing from Clay.
You get zero.
I don't really know what to say about that. But all right, I want to say this one more time today because I'm probably gonna say it for the rest of the podcast run. NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, UFC, WWE. I don't care
Lakers
what you. Lakers in 5. I don't care what you were in. I don't care what you are X whatever. You don't know what you're talking about because you did that.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about if you're. Hey, if you know what you're talking about, you're just a person.
And you played? Cool.
Fucking awesome. That is those are two facts about you. Neither of them, it could have something to do with each other. Like, what goes on in the locker room when there's not fucking 10 reporters in there?
Exactly.
Because we kind of already see everything that goes on anyways and hear about it, and people talk about it and run their mouths way too much. But Leseaj McCoy, he said, and I'm gonna. let's see. Should I ask you what he said about this player, or should I tell you what he said and who he said it about? Which way should I go about it?
I did see a shady video today, so
About him talking about
Jackson Dart.
no. Okay. So Leseaj
Also,
McCoy.
I don't know if you've ever watched like the full show that Shady's on. It's the most convoluted garbage. Shady's not smart.
Like we know Shady's an idiot.
Shady's a big idiot, bro. Shady's big dumb.
Shady picks his nose and eats his boogers still.
Bro, for breakfast. Shady's big stupid, dude.
He's
picks his butt and eats his boogers.
But no, literally, like you don't remember him getting caught on the sideline, like digging his nose and then
maybe
enjoying it afterwards. Either way,
it's awesome.
So he said that this quarterback was he described him as god awful. God awful. He said blank is awful. God awful. Who do
Jalen
you
Hurts?
think? No.
Like, is he good?
I mean, he's good. He's never been on a good team.
Baker?
It's Trevor Lawrence.
God awful. Oh.
He said that Trevor Lawrence is god awful.
Oh.
And then here's the problem with the like using the ex-athlete card. People will believe you because of that.
Yeah.
They'll just go, oh yeah, well. And then I start seeing comments.
Leseaj McCoy said it. That guy was a great running back.
And then I see comments like, oh well, I mean, when you compare, like someone was like, I just compared him and Daniel Jones' stats, and it's like they're like way too close to.
Can we gotta stop the stat comparison shit? You could compare so many people's stats.
Yeah,
and they would look so similar.
It's like like when we do the trivia, it's like part of it is to like make you go like, why does this person have more touchdowns than this person? Like, how does that work? Like, why? It's like no, yeah. It's like you can easily trick somebody by going, player A has this and player B has this. Who's better? And it's like, oh, you fucking said Nelson Aguilar is better than, I don't know, Golden Tate or whoever. I don't know. Either way, the whole stats thing. It's like, yeah, Daniel Jones was also in the league for 2 more full seasons than Trevor Lawrence. So I mean, take that as you will. But regardless, he was more using that. He was saying he was god awful, and maybe he was being a little hyperbolic. And the only reason I say that is because he was using it as his reasoning to why players like receivers and running backs should be able to jump certain quarterbacks in pay. And it's like, here's the thing, and I want to get back.
You want to talk god awful? It's not Trevor Lawrence. That Jags team could be 8 miles worse.
God awful to me? Like god awful?
Jamarcus Russell.
Like
Dan Orlovsky.
Like Daniel Jones on a bad day is god awful, but Daniel Jones has honestly
Zach Wilson.
Daniel Jones has had too many good moments to even be considered fully god awful. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to think who is actually god awful.
If Anthony Richardson retired right now, like he would have been considered god awful.
Yeah.
But it's like, think about some of these players where it's like, okay, like Trent Dilfer.
God awful.
Trent Dilfer god awful?
Super Bowl champion.
It's like yeah, probably, but it's just, but how much better in terms of just skill is fucking Trevor Lawrence than Trent
Dilfer?
I mean, let's be super real.
Very real.
So, here's
it's
the
like,
thing.
no, we get it. He was supposed to be this coming out of college. He was supposed to be insane. For what he's had, he has done well. For the shit dick organization he plays for,
it's the Jaguars. Like,
he's done well enough. Like, but he hasn't shown moments where he looks like a god awful quarterback. We're not watching fucking low light films of him tripping over his own feet or throwing the ball into triple coverage or anything like that. It's just he's not performing the way that he should be. But he plays for the Jaguars.
He has his moments, but it's like it's like he's obviously not a god awful. But can we bring it back to the basics, Devin, and just really explain and drill this into people's minds why quarterbacks make more money than other players and why they always will?
What is that?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So the quarterback is the most important position in football.
Well, I think it's the center because he has to snap the football.
So the quarterback is, hands down, and this is never going to change, the most important player, the most important position in the sport of football.
Yeah.
So they will always be paid more. And if you need to go check the record books and check the history, or you can go check the podcast and look at all the shit we've talked about where we've looked at the years where they've been all these Super Bowl teams where receivers weren't able to crack 1,000.
Yep.
Or running backs that didn't crack 1,000 or
Yep.
this and that. And it's like, if you look at, when you look at these guys, right? Brady figured it out with whoever.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, with or without fucking Tyreek Hill, the fastest player in the NFL, was able to figure it out.
Yep.
Joe Flacco's run.
Yep.
In 2012, that's why.
Yeah. I'm gonna be. You'd be hard pressed to find people who knew all the receivers on that Ravens team who aren't Ravens fans.
Dude, people who aren't Ravens fans could
have
not
no
give
idea.
Me, I genuinely believe it'll be hard for them to name two.
Honestly.
So if you weren't a Raven, if you weren't a Ravens fan, I think you could give me Torrey. I think you could give me, if you weren't a Ravens fan, I think you could give me Torrey just if you watched the NFL that year.
Well, but I feel like Jacoby would be an easier one just for what he did in
the Super Bowl. But then maybe Anquan. But okay, you can't go past 3. You can't go past 3. I don't think you can go past 3. But I don't know. Either way, Joe Flacco got it done that year, and it was because of Joe Flacco.
Yes.
Yes, there were other.
I don't know why we have to. I don't know who's watching the NFL or why we have to prove that the quarterback is the most important position, but I mean, it is silly that we have to explain that.
We just watched.
Sport's been around for God knows how long, but
we just watched Saquon have one of the greatest seasons of all time, and who had to get it done in the Super Bowl in order for the Eagles to win at least the way they
Saquon
did.
had 56 yards.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, these quarterbacks will matter. And you can have because here's the thing. No matter which way you want to steer this boat, in no way is it any other player or any other position that wins a Super Bowl. You can have a good team. You can have the Ravens, 2000 Ravens with an amazing defense. You can have the Legion of Boom. You can have the Eagles with Nick Foles. You can have 2015 Denver. You can have teams.
But why do we talk about the best defenses of all time? Now the Ravens are one of those exceptions where it's they didn't score offensive touchdowns at all. But most of the Legion of Boom, the offense was still good. Russ was playing well that entire run.
That was an amazing team.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't
their defense was awesome. But
if you look at
they're not there without a decent offense and a quarterback who doesn't make a ton of mistakes.
If you just look at the history of success in the NFL, Jerry
Well,
Rice.
if you look at Super Bowl MVPs.
I mean, okay, so Jerry Rice was on amazing teams. Emmitt Smith was on amazing teams. There you go. There's your two leaders of everything in their position. They were on amazing teams. So Walter, the 85 Bears, the 85 Bears, because remember, that's how they're fucking labeled. It's not the Walter Payton's Bears. They're the 85 Bears.
85 Bears.
So, it's there's a reason why it's not Megatron winning a Super Bowl for the Lions.
Exactly.
It's not Saquon.
It's not Adrian Peterson bringing the Vikings to the Super Bowl.
It's not Saquon bringing one for New York. It's
exactly.
Saquon went to an amazing team.
Saquon went to a team who got it done in 2017 with Darren Sproles and what was that other guy's name?
Jay Ajayi?
Was
Did they
Jay
have Jay
Ajayi?
Ajayi at that time, or they have
No,
LeGarrette Blunt? They have
they had Blunt and they had Corey
Clement.
Clement
Clement.
and Darren Sproles maybe. But and then they get it. They go to the Super Bowl when they have Miles Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the team, yes, clearly benefited from having the best running back in the league last year,
And
but
you can also have
they didn't need it.
You can have amazing quarterbacks that never get it done.
Of course,
Like the same way
Dan Marino.
you took Matt Stafford and put him on a great team, and it was like, whoa, like he can win he's a Super Bowl champion? That's crazy.
Exactly.
Like it wasn't like he went to that team and like nobody, no matter how great Cooper Kupp
His
was,
game didn't change.
but no matter how great Cooper Kupp was that year, it wasn't like, man, Cooper Kupp really won the Rams to Super Bowl this year. It's crazy.
There's parts of that just because of this season. He won the Triple Crown that year. He won
Fucking
Super Bowl
Aaron
MVP.
Donald and Jalen Ramsey and what Matt Stafford was doing that year. No, that team was balling.
Exactly.
On all cylinders. Like that, it was a good team.
Of course.
It's just it's insane that we really, like you said, we have.
No, it's insane. It's insane that we have to prove. Like, granted, quarterbacks make absurd amounts of money, and again, I don't think we should look at the numbers of these things. It's just gonna keep, like, when Lamar signed his contract, he was the highest paid player in the NFL. Now he's 8th or 9th.
Mm. This shit's gonna keep changing.
Every time someone re-ups, they make more money. It's how it works. If you're decent, it's how it works.
But no,
But when you're a running back and you can be exchanged if you have a good O-line.
In absolutely no world, and I get it, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley, fucking Derrick Henry, like you do realize, like, we spent 10 years watching Derrick Henry, and nobody was like, Derrick Henry needs to make the most money in the NFL. Like, where was that?
Never.
Where was that when we obviously knew
when Derrick ran for 2,000?
It's like
when Saquon ran for 2,000. No one's saying give him $50 million a year.
It's like now he's on the Ravens and he's on a Super Bowl contending team. It's like,
go. But what's great? No one called Saquon absolute garbage when he was on the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't take the pressure because we know that they can't do anything on their own. So a running back isn't going to be the reason you are a very good team.
I mean, think about it. There are franchises who just spend every year putting the blame on a different quarterback. That's what the Browns are.
Well, that's what the NFL is. The blame is shifted to the head coach and the quarterback. No running back gets blamed. I mean, a few here and there, but
if there's any like obvious example as to why, like, this shit's never going to change, for why people are never going to not blame the quarterback, is when you have a franchise who can literally never figure it out at the quarterback position. And no matter what, the narrative's going to be how shitty this quarterback is this year. And it's not, and then you have your one Baker Mayfield example, and it's like, maybe they could, like, it's like, I don't know. Just, you look at how good Deshaun was.
I just want to see a team, like, run the ball 40 times and throw it 5 and see how many games they win.
Without the greatest defense of all time.
Too. Exactly.
Like, you can and don't have the greatest defense ever. And to have the greatest defense of all time in 2025 would pretty much mean you allow like 120 passing yards a game.
Exactly.
Which is pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
I guess unless you're playing Trevor Lawrence every game, because he's god awful.
Absolute garbage.
But money isn't the problem in
Now, granted, Trevor Lawrence hasn't blown us away yet.
No.
But he got in the league in 2021. Again, played on one of the worst teams ever, one of the worst franchises ever. And yeah, I mean, he'll be good.
So take away Joe Burrow's Super Bowl appearance year.
Now what?
Is he god awful now? I mean, is he? Because he's pretty much done absolutely fucking nothing outside of that. And that's not I'm saying that to say I don't think he's obviously not god awful. Like, it's such a stupid thing to say. I don't know. Leseaj McCoy, there you go. Here you got your new headline. Trevor Lawrence is god awful. Glad he got that out the way. All right, season openers revealed.
Yeah.
Philly gets to hang their banner and then play Dallas.
It's pretty dope.
Thursday Night Football. And the only reason I'm bringing this up for one sole reason, and is it because I'm still salty? Is it because I'm still sour? Is it because I still have a really bad taste in my mouth? Absolutely, Devin. That's why. Because I want people to never forget that after the Ravens won their Super Bowl in 2013,
We played away.
they had to get on a plane, fly to Denver, walk into a bunch of boos, because they're the away team. Not be celebrated or acknowledged as the reigning Super Bowl champions, and then get blown out to kickstart Peyton Manning's MVP season with the Broncos.
Yeah.
We didn't get to hang our banner and play Cleveland week 1. We didn't get to do that
That
or
would've been
anything.
awesome.
We didn't get to open the season with Ray Lewis coming out and going, "Hey guys, look at the banner." Nope.
Denver.
It's just, if there isn't any more solid proof than everything else, maybe the blackout as the other biggest reason, but like Roger Goodell hates Baltimore, and that's just what it is. I don't know what he has against Baltimore. Or no, the NFL hates Baltimore. The NFL let a team sneak away in the middle of the night from Baltimore. The NFL hates Baltimore. I don't know why. I really don't. Like there's other cities that you could say suck.
Detroit.
Or if you want to look at, if people want to say, well, it's Baltimore, who cares? Blah, blah. It's like, yeah, like you said, it's like, no, there's other cities that absolutely suck.
Jacksonville.
So yeah, I don't, and who have nowhere near the amount of success that we've had. So
Exactly.
you'd think at some point we would just be respected, I guess, but no, that doesn't happen.
That won't happen.
Like we have so many, we're a part of so many just moments in the history of the NFL as one of the youngest teams, and still get treated like I guess just little bitches. We're the bitches of the NFL. So yeah, maybe. But see, now that the NFL can really profit, they'll definitely make sure that Lamar opens the season at home as a reigning Super Bowl champion, if that were to happen.
Yes.
So fuck the NFL, because I know they'll profit off of us winning a Super Bowl with Lamar. They'll go crazy.
Like, so much.
They'll go crazy. Everybody left Baltimore. There was no reason to be hype about them after it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you about this. Did you see the whole Abdul Carter number thing?
Bro's an idiot, dude.
Okay, so bro's an idiot.
First of all, not only are you going after someone's retired number. Now, granted, Malik Neighbors took a retired number last year.
That's number one. That's the first thing. Not number one, but that's
number
the number
one
thing on the list.
But it was from some fucking guy who played in black and white.
Doesn't
no
matter.
one knows who the fuck he is.
It don't matter. That's not fair.
Bro, you're talking about Lawrence fucking Taylor.
No. Lawrence Taylor's off the table. Let's take Lawrence Taylor off the table.
But why even throw that out there?
But if Phil Sims...
That's like someone getting drafted and saying, give me 52 from the Ravens.
If Phil Sims... He's the first and only 52. Suck a dick.
Well, that's like someone saying, give me 52.
No, it's not. He's the first and only 52. There will never be... There's no other and never will be any other. There's another 56 out there.
What, on the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-Lawrence.
Yeah, so you can go... whoever it was, there was somebody there. But,
sure, just a scrub bum.
Lawrence Taylor, take him off the table. But if he's like, look, let me ask Phil Sims.
What was Phil Sims? 17?
11.
11. Okay.
Because that's what Carter wore in
yeah.
Penn State, whatnot.
Penn State.
Now, when the headlines came out, it was really weird. People ran with it. It said Phil Sims was outvoted by his family.
Really?
So everybody took that and was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean outvoted by his family? Like, nobody reads, an actual article. They just see the headline.
Sure.
And then they go, why does Phil Sims' family have a say in this and he can't decide? Like people were just saying how the fuck can he not have the final say?
Sure.
He did. He's the one that said, I got outvoted by my family. He was like, my family were the ones that were like, nah, you should probably just keep it retired. And he was like, all right, I will. Like, he said, like, I would have, I considered it. But after further conversation,
Well,
I didn't.
why retire a number?
Yeah, I get the why retire if you unretire, but I also get like I feel like you gotta be super picky
I'm
about
going to be completely honest. It's Phil Sims, really. I get it. You're a champ. You said we're
I
going to
know.
Disneyland for the first time. Whatever.
Fuck the accomplishments. Let's just say
But it's
retired
it's up
number.
to the team to retire.
If the numbers retire, the
Now, if
numbers.
you want to retire Shador, then
If the numbers
fuck off.
retire, the number is retired. Let's just
It
say
should be
that.
retired forever. Like, what if
But
someone came and took 8
no,
on the
I'm
Lakers?
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed. But okay, is Phil Sims Kobe fucking Bryant?
No, Phil
So
Sims
okay,
poop.
so
But
let's
now you're calling the retirement a mistake, and then everyone will forget that Phil Sims' number was ever
you
retired.
just said Shador Sanders' number is retired. It's
Well,
not because
that was a phony fucking bullshit thing.
oh, so you okay, so you don't so we just don't know who Michael Irvin is. We don't know
What
who
about?
that is. We'll never know who Michael Irvin is.
No, I mean we will.
Or
Did
does
he
he
give up his number?
Are you fucking like what is up with you today?
Oh, he did. I'm on a different
No,
planet. I'm
he
sorry.
doesn't. He's never retired it. He
Says he wants
he let Dez wear 88. He let CD wear 88.
CD where
And his
he
whole
wants
point,
his number to be out there. Yeah.
he's like, I got the best baller on this team with my number on there, and people can go, yup, just like prime time. It's like, or what was Michael Irvin? He wasn't prime.
Um,
What the fuck was his name? He had a nickname, did he not? Now I need to find out what Michael Strand's nickname was. But
Big
either way,
Mike.
I'm just saying,
That's
like,
Michelle.
I'm just saying, like, I think, like, if you can be super super picky and depending on the playmaker, I don't remember him being named. I guess
What?
Michael Irvin. If you're super duper picky about it,
What was his?
the playmaker. I don't remember people. I guess that's like
I've
sure,
heard that.
but
I
I was
I
thinking.
didn't get to watch him live, so I don't know.
Yeah, like
It's also
Michael, but
a
Michael the playmaker Irving. Nobody
That's
says
horrible.
that. That's definitely not a thing that people say.
Semi-pro wrestling name.
Either way, I think there's levels to it. Like, no, nobody should wear 24/8 for the Lakers. But if it's been 40 years and somebody wants to wear Phil Sims' number and they think that they're an Pro Bowl, All Pro, Hall of Fame caliber player.
See, but now it's like, what if they don't do anything? You've unretired your number. What do you re-retire it and go, yeah, Abdul Carter?
Well, yeah, I feel like they'd probably still give I don't think it stays. I don't think it would be like officially like, hey, we're retiring this again. I think it would be more of a quiet thing, like, if you chose to let somebody else wear it again, let
But
us
this
know.
is a new thing, though.
What?
Unretiring numbers.
No, it's just more of it's a rare occasion because, like you said, it was like
Well, it sounds very not rare.
What do you mean?
Just in recent time.
Well, no,
Maybe this is all that's been talked about
it's
recently. But
it's rare because like these players are dying and these families are just like, sure, like that's
fair.
what's happening. Like, okay,
LT's
maybe
not dead yet. He's just on 8 pounds of crack.
LT said no.
I know.
So that's what I'm saying. LT says no, but 60 years from now, if it's LT's like great grandfather or great grandchild,
Well, no. How about 5 months when he needs some more fucking?
okay,
He's
I
gonna
get
hit.
it. He does crack. Let me give a point across real quick, and you can make all the drug jokes you want. If his great grandchild is like, I don't care. When his think about it, he's like, if his great grandchild's like 65, and they're like, and this is like the 80th time he's been called about the damn
Someone's
number.
called. Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. I don't care. Like,
Take your shit.
whatever. Like, I don't care. Give me some crack. There you go. See there. Crack.
Give me some crack.
Crack will still be a thing 80 years from now.
Crack, baby.
There's your crack joke. Which LT, here's the thing. I don't know. I didn't have a crack joke set up.
Neither did I.
I didn't have a crack joke set up for LT, but I would like to imagine he's probably not doing crack at this stage of his like life.
Yeah, I mean, I bet he dabbles.
Well, no, I'm just saying like
Maybe he's just become better at doing it.
like he has money and he has like he
He's
obviously
had money for 40 years.
yeah, but no. I'm saying like you can do crack in the 80s and go play football.
True.
But I'm saying like if he like is he doing crack to go to like Easter dinner? I don't think
He's grocery shopping
like yeah,
on crack.
is he like doing crack and then it's like time to Uber Eats? Like is he like I don't know if you like crack is probably harder to
How
do.
fun would that be?
As an elder, crack is probably harder to do.
Yeah.
How fun
But
would
not if you've
crack
done
be?
it forever.
Did you just ask me how fun would crack be?
No, like just to
How
no,
fun
just
would
to
that be?
sit down and order Wingstop and smoke crack and
I don't
chill the
know.
fuck out.
The problem is you might have to order the Wingstop before because if you order you might have to get the Wingstop there before. If I
I've
smoke,
heard you
if
tweak.
if I smoke crack and someone knocks on the door,
Someone knocked on my door.
I don't know. It might be a problem. I might turn into Michael. I might turn into
I'm so afraid.
Lawrence Taylor.
Like I'm not afraid of like what will happen to my body. I'm so afraid of what I will do. Like I don't care if like I have a little bit of crack in my lungs from one time, but I'm gonna pull my nuts out and run across. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna fall off a stadium.
Oh no!
Break my neck.
No. Absolutely, you're right. Like the worrying about that is so real because like
I
people
don't know
like,
how the fuck I'm gonna act.
but people like Bobby Lee are the reason I wouldn't do some hard shit.
Why?
Well, cause then you get high and start sucking dick and shit.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. Or like what like Theo Vaughn or whatever. It's like I'm not. It's like I don't want to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to. It's like if because you hear those stories and it's like okay. Or then
I'm
on the
good.
other side, it's like
I'm not
you
gonna try
lose
on 8 sweaters and turn a blender on.
or like meth mouth or something. It's like yeah, you see these examples, but then like yeah, I
See,
don't.
but the big one that scares me away from meth. Not that I've ever had the opportunity to smoke meth. I'm not that cool. But no, some chick, she was like some Catholic girl, smoked meth, pulled both of her eyeballs out.
That you knew?
No, this was like
Oh,
one of those.
okay.
This was like 10 years ago as a story, but no, she like truly she pulled both of her eyeballs out.
Well, so you got to think like there are like a like yeah the meth. There's obviously the features that will steer you away from that, the actions, and then you got the shit like Bobby Lee talking about it's like smoking crack and sucking dick. But then I think a lot of people like nobody was ever gonna try bath salt after the person got his face bit off or eaten. Remember years ago that story, the guy who ate the other person's
Oh my
face
god!
when he was off bath salts.
Yeah,
And then like I don't even really hear about. Obviously, I'm sure it's I'm sure it's still a fucking thing, but that's like on the
sure,
lower side of like
sure,
I guess popularity.
sure.
I don't know what to
Yeah, it's not the
call.
most popular
Yeah,
drug-induced
popular is
murder.
the word, I guess. Yeah, it's not the most
Um,
popular thing out there.
I've heard angel dust is crazy. I don't even know what that is.
I
But
don't
yeah, I
know.
have no like. There's no part of me that's like, yeah, I'd love to just do heroin. Because
No.
I'm gonna be honest, like I'm the other thing I'm afraid of is loving, like turning into
Oh,
LT, being like,
yeah.
guys, I love crack.
No.
It's my favorite thing.
And as humans, I think we are all in agreement that like I think we all understand like we are addicted to the
Everything,
simplest. We're addicted to the simplest things.
the dumbest shit.
We are addicted to just
Eating,
like uh, just dopamine,
yeah,
adrenaline, getting an adrenaline rush. Like people
yeah.
are addicted to the simplest shit. So yeah, if you could do something that you know makes you feel that way, it's like yeah, no, you're not thinking about like most people. Just like
Mhm.
most people, you're not thinking about like damn, like what if I was like just like I don't know, homeless with one shoe on and my whole entire family didn't care about me.
Yeah, you're like,
6 months.
holy shit, I feel good for 8 minutes.
It's like because you wouldn't even be in that position anyways or doing anything that would make you think that way.
Yeah,
But then if you started like doing meth, and then that were to happen, by the time that happens, you're like you love meth more than anything, so it doesn't
exactly.
matter.
See, now if I ever did end up like that, like without drugs, I would start doing drugs. Just because why not?
Okay, yeah. maybe
If I was like,
if I ever were to crash out, I'd probably lean more on the alcohol side. And this is
oh
all
no, of
jokes,
course,
by the way. This is all nobody call nobody call hotline. But if I
no,
were to ever have to crash out, like
yeah,
everybody I know is just gone in my life. They just disappeared.
alcohol is the easiest for sure,
Probably, yeah. Like,
and it's you can still function
yeah,
somewhat,
but it'd be
but
easier.
meth,
It'd be easier than meth. I don't know.
and plus with all the
Crazy.
fentanyl, they're putting fentanyl in everything, dude.
They're putting fentanyl in the milk.
Putting fentanyl in soup, that's scary.
Um, no, it is funny how people are like, no, dude, they're like, it's like, I don't know. It's just funny how like there's people who are like high on fentanyl every day, and then it's
Yes.
like, well, it's not funny. What I'm about to say in totality is funny. The irony in what I'm about to say is you'll see that, and then on the flip side, people are like, dude, like one like grain of salt, it kills you. And it's like,
It kills
oh,
you.
I don't
It's
know.
like how much did I just take?
These motherfuckers must have some diluted fentanyl then, because I
I don't
don't.
even know how you would dilute a grain of salt.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really know
It
what's
doesn't make
going
any sense.
on.
It is strong shit. I heard it's awesome,
But to end with all that, on the flip side, if all we saw was like, hey, do crack and you can be like Lawrence Taylor,
but
people would start doing crack. People would start doing crack if they didn't
no
see.
people. Yeah, because back in the day it was like do steroids and you could be like Lawrence Taylor, or you could be like
Yeah.
certain players, or you could be like Barry Bonds or whatever.
I mean, if you want to go on the music side of things, it's like look at rap. I mean,
I was gonna say something else, but
I mean, every single rapper just is influenced by the past generation of whatever drug of choice. I mean,
of course,
everybody, everybody's got their thing, but I mean, no, and it's like a thing. Like you see it, you see people talk about it. You see people like Future who's like, yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes I just look at like the influence I had, and it's like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have
bro.
maybe I shouldn't have said all that, because I wasn't doing all of that. Like I was just rapping about it. Like I wasn't really doing it. But yeah, I
That's
don't know.
funny.
All right,
Self-conscious rapper.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
He is he's not our savior, Devin.
Well, there's only one savior.
There is only one savior, and it's fuck. I wish I remembered their quarterback's name. God damn it,
Spencer Rattler, Tyler Slough.
Damn, I was so
there's
close.
one other guy whose name I can't remember.
Oh, this guy, this one.
Zest Nugget. Yeah,
I don't know his name, but speaking of Nugget, the commentators on the Nuggets game, they called. I thought it was not the funniest thing, but the weirdest thing. I was like, do people call him this now? Aaron Gordon. They called him Mr. Nugget. They're like Mr.
It's not a thing, and it's not Aaron Gordon. I guess he's Mr. Nugget of the moment. He's got 2 game winners, but
he had
Mr. Nugget.
He had. Well, he's. I don't know. Mr. Nugget's been hooping. I'm not.
No, Mr. Nugget's a hooper.
Maybe
right now.
Maybe that's what you just got to crown whoever's been balling for the Nuggets is
Yeah.
Mr. Nugget.
But Mr. Nugget is clearly Jokic.
Well, he's Mr.
He looks like a Nugget.
He's Mr. McNugget.
He's
but
Serbian McNugget.
Aaron Gordon is Mr. Nugget,
which is horse meat.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr has medically retired, essentially.
Which you want to talk about?
He has what, a torn labrum?
I don't even know. You want to talk about things happening a lot recently? This is like the 3rd time in this month a player has medically retired.
Yeah.
And the first
and none of them are super serious.
And the first one that actually played in the NFL.
I know.
The first 2.
I know the one with the hand. Was there another guy?
Florida State's quarterback.
Oh, Nico.
Remember the one
not Nico. What's his name? DJ.
Yes.
DJ.
He was on pace to go be. He was on pace to be like a Heisman, and then tore his knee up.
No, Jordan Travis.
Yes.
Jordan Travis. Yes. Well, he tore his knee in the last game of the season. No.
Either
Yeah,
way,
it was the last game of the season. That's why they didn't make the college football playoff
he tore his knee. I
last year.
believe he spent a season on a roster this year or this past
He
year.
was on Florida State's roster this year.
No, I mean in the
Oh,
NFL.
oh, NFL,
I believe
NFL.
in the NFL he spent, but he medically
No.
retired.
Well,
Um,
but yeah, no, he was the reason because Florida State was undefeated. He was the
yeah,
reason
they were
Florida
nice,
State
and then
didn't.
they lost in that bowl. They got smoked in their bowl game,
Well, because no one played.
but that was
I think
after
they
he
got
tore
smoked.
his knee up.
No, they got smoked by Georgia because Georgia missed it too.
But it's like, and look, I don't like I don't want to be a dick because maybe certain people just got different love for the game. But like,
But
okay,
no, there's people who would put their entire life on the line to play football for the
like
rest of their life, or at the highest level.
we've seen what Nick Chubb's knee rotate in every direction
Yeah,
and come back. We saw DeMar Hamlin fucking die and go. I'm gonna try to play again. Like I know
yeah.
I like flatline, but we see Tua, who's like one more bad concussion away from going.
Serious,
Damn, I should have
serious
retired.
problems.
And is still wanting to play. You got guys who have millions of dollars and could step away right now, like Tyreek Hill, and is still gonna go get wrist surgery and try to be back for training camp.
Yeah,
Like,
but
and we saw the condition of like Stafford's shoulder and shit. We saw the confidence that Cam Newton had in his shoulder still.
we saw Drew Brees in his shoulder.
Drew Brees in his shoulder. It's like
Drew Brees couldn't throw that ball fucking more than 30 yards in that
it's
final season.
it's almost more on a level of like I appreciate you not wasting the Saints' time anymore because you obviously don't got the love for it. Like just to not want to go through another surgery and rehab and recovery is like
Let me, from a different perspective, he's had a good career. I don't want to say we should normalize this, but I think what we expect out of modern quarterbacks now is playing until you're over 40 years old. Now 34 is yes young for a quarterback, just in NFL history. It's a little bit younger, but we know who Derek Carr is. We know even at his best, he can only be so good. And I don't know. I don't hate the call. I mean, it's if he gets surgery, it sets him back the entire year almost. Now he's 35, still on the Saints or still on a shitty team, trying to come back, and I don't know.
yeah,
I don't hate it.
but
Good for him,
but abruptly leaving and medically retiring when you still got it or if you still potentially got it is different than like John Elway being like, yeah, I just physically can't compete anymore. I gotta go. Or like
agreed.
it's like Peyton Manning broke his neck and easily could have walked away
Easily.
and didn't. But it's like no. Like yes, at the end of the day,
But
yeah,
this isn't like Andrew Luck. It wasn't like 7 seasons into your career you have so much potential. This is like you're on the latter half of your career. You're probably one of the only guys who will do this. But also, again, I mean, all quarterbacks don't have to play until they're 45 years old.
they don't play
But,
till they're
I mean,
45
guys
years
like
old.
Drew Brees, guys like Ben Roethlisberger played till the wheels fucking fell off. Joe Flacco's still out there pushing.
Yeah, but you can't sit here until fucking post draft and the Saints
I know.
have no clue what they're doing and go, you know what? I got a nice mansion, fam. I'm just gonna you guys figure it out. I'm gone. Like,
Well, they drafted a quarterback, so that, I mean, they knew something.
yeah, they
I
drafted
don't think
a
this
quarter.
was super abrupt. I doubt
They
it.
drafted a quarterback because they knew Derek Carr might need surgery,
So then it's not that terrible.
and then he out of nowhere retires. I mean, it's just I don't.
But here's the thing: when we're talking about Derek Carr, and all of last year, we're like, should Spencer Rattler start over Derek Carr? Should this guy get a shot? Should they draft a quarterback? Should they do this? It's like he's getting out before he becomes a career backup. And I don't hate it.
Well, you're not. I mean, Derek Carr wouldn't be able to be a career backup. He's played too long.
I mean, not, but for the remainder of his career, would be fighting for a spot.
But
And
so, but I just
um,
I'm just question. I don't under. I don't know. I think the love of the game is
I
the
know.
biggest thing. I don't like people are gonna sit here and go, oh yeah, your health and your body. That's what you care about. It's like you played in the NFL for over a decade. It's like you obviously sacrificed your body and health.
Yeah,
You didn't
I would
wake up.
imagine that this is less of a health and a body thing and more of like a
I'm
family
good
thing,
thing.
huh?
An I'm good thing. Like I'm good.
I'm good.
Mm.
I mean, when we talk about Derek Carr, it's like he's the guy who couldn't get it done. He couldn't do anything in playoffs. Couldn't do this. I don't see him having a resurgence. I don't see him going and fighting for playoff wins.
Yeah, and I mean that's fine, but it's
So
just
it's
like
like you've done enough. You've sort of hit your peak. You're not going to hit another one. You're not going to get that Matt Stafford type of comeback. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Go spend time with your family. Go fun.
no, yeah, sure, but it's like when I
I mean, he'll be
see,
on like ESPN in a week, but
but on the flip side of that, when I saw like Alex Smith
yeah,
come back
exactly.
and play on a football field, it's like I don't know, it's like just, and this has not like and maybe part of me like maybe it's a personal thing because I spent a good portion of my life having this is like a dream to be in the NFL. That yeah, that'd be amazing, and wouldn't give it up for something like that.
Yeah,
Just a part of me is like maybe Derek Carr is kind of a little bit of a bitch. He's just a little bit of a bitch. It's like, bro, it's like
sure,
you could like it's like I get it. You have money, you're good, but you left 30 mil on the table because you didn't want
for
to
sure,
go get surgery. Like,
for
motherfucker,
sure,
you better go get surgery and then go spend time with your family. What
for
the
sure.
fuck are you doing? Like, you had so much bread left to make. I mean, it's just I don't
I
know.
know,
It's just
but I mean,
whatever.
yeah, he probably got the feeling that didn't want to play anymore. I mean, it's hard to
I fucking saw.
come back.
I fucking watched Felipe Frank's heel touch the back of his head
True.
pre NIL and go,
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna still play football
I'm playing.
and,
Yeah,
and go play more college football and is still trying to play in the and is still trying to be a backup somewhere. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I just really appreciate the love that some of these players have for the game. And then I see Derek Carr. I like he spent all off season. I'm not taking a pay cut because I think I'm important. I think I'm important, this and that, and I'm gonna sit around and bullshit and not
I
make up
do
my
always
mind. Like,
forget that.
why is it okay for Why is it okay for people to be mad at Aaron Rodgers for bullshitting and
And
making
not
the
Derek Carr.
Steelers wait? But Derek Carr
I
is
mean,
already
honestly,
commit. Derek Carr is already committed to the Saints and is like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm good.
And not only did Derek Carr, like, Derek Carr said he was wanted to play.
That's what I'm saying.
Aaron's still on the fence between retire. Like, he doesn't know if he wants. Like, there was no, I might retire. I might come back to the Saints. It was like, I'm coming back. I'm getting surgery. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
And people are still mad at Aaron when it's like, no, the Steelers can easily go, well, we're gonna move forward.
They could have done that
Like
a long time ago. They could have drafted a quarterback.
Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, they were like, all right, well,
We're gonna go.
we're gonna we're gonna go sign these contracts.
Clearly, you want one guy. One
And
guy.
yeah, Pittsburgh. I mean, we all know they shot themselves in the foot a while ago, but I don't.
But this is bad.
It doesn't make much sense.
And it's honestly, it's a bad look for the team.
Mhm.
I did have a thought earlier today.
What's that?
Doc Rivers is the Mike Tomlin, or vice versa.
No. Fuck no.
Still riding off their bullshit championship. Still over controlling teams that could have
No,
been a lot better.
sadly, Mike Tomlin gets credited. Gets credit for shit he still does, like decent seasons where he just makes the playoffs.
Yeah, but winning 3 playoff games,
No, but
it's pretty
Doc
big.
doesn't get.
It's pretty big.
But no, that's the problem.
Like,
Doc
why
is
don't I
like
get props for winning
that's
3
what
playoff games?
that's the problem. Doc, that's the problem he has. He's like, I'm not getting credit for the wins I have. Mike's getting credit for the wins he
It's
has.
true. It's true.
Who's the Mike Tomlin of the NBA? Who is the Mike Tomlin of the NBA? Oh, can't say that one. He's in
Who's the
bad,
Doc Rivers of the NFL then?
he's in bad shape. I can't say that one.
Ime Udoka?
Who's the what?
No, I mean I said who's the Doc Rivers of the NFL?
I don't know if you can flip, but I know
I
that.
know way more head coaches in the NFL than I do fucking basketball.
But it is a good question. Who is the Mike Tomlin of the NBA? I don't know. I feel like
Teron Lue.
if I did a little research, I could probably figure it out. I could probably see who the Mike Tomlin of the NBA is. No, because I feel like you're naming, like, I feel like it's gonna be somebody with a little more respect. Like,
Dude, there's like 4 good NBA coaches, bro.
see, but that's the thing that you know. You know,
I don't know many, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Because
maybe
they're
because it can't just be, well, because he made the play. So in reality, like, so Popovich, he made the playoffs 22 straight years, but like he had so much more success than just making the playoffs every year.
exactly.
So I mean, it's like Mike Tomlin gets credit for solely making the playoffs, and I don't know. There's really no NBA head coach who's like every year who's like, well, I mean, I made the playoffs.
Except for Doc Rivers.
Doc gets fired. It's not like Doc has been a part of. It's not like he's still the fucking Celtics coach. I mean, Doc gets flipped and shipped everywhere. I mean, he is an Amazon package.
Brad Stevens didn't win shit. He got treated like a king.
Well, I don't know. I don't think there is a Mike Tomlin in the NBA. I don't think there is.
Yeah, no. I don't even know what we were talking about.
We were talking about Derek Carr retiring, but I think we're done talking about Derek Carr retiring, honestly.
Yeah, when I read it, it was like, oh fuck. And it's like,
okay, cool.
if Aaron retires, I'll be pissed.
I'll be annoyed.
But Derek, not really.
I'll be annoyed just because he held along.
I want to see A-Rod play.
I do.
I don't care about seeing Derek Carr play. No offense.
I think Aaron is probably holding out for just any like non-mandatory OTAs. Like he probably just wants to.
He did it with the Jets.
Now the problem is, but here's the thing. I believe the Jets just let him do that.
Yeah, he was already on the team.
I feel like the problem is the Steelers are on a team that's like, no, like we'll sign you, but you can just skip a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you just do whatever the fuck you want.
Aaron's gonna have to wait till he's under their rules to he's
which would be like a maybe I don't want to play for this team type of sign, you know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think it's like, dude, no, I think it's more of, if anything, I think Aaron does want to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers and respects that they have some type of they have some type of way that they I wish I knew what word I'm thinking of right now, but the Steelers they go by a certain code. Like it's kind of, like the Patriots, like the Patriot way. There is a Steelers way, and they do have there's a moral compass better on the Pittsburgh Steelers team than, I don't know, Jacksonville or whoever.
Is there?
I think so. Besides Ben Roethlisberger in his early career, but
Antonio Brown.
But no. I mean, once they get crazy, they get rid of them.
You're right.
Unless
they're white.
And that's kind of that's kind of part of an example. Is like, if you're not gonna abide by the way we run things around here, you can fucking walk. And I think Aaron knows that, and he doesn't want to sit there and even try to press that issue and go, well, I want it my way. He's just gonna wait, have it his way while he's a free agent, and then sign with Pittsburgh.
But his way really hasn't worked either. So
no, but here's the thing. I can't blame Aaron for this. He spent so many years doing it another person's way, and it just never worked out. And
still didn't work.
And they never knew what they were doing. So I think now at this point in his career, he's like, it's fucking my way, or I'm going to the fucking woods. I'm not.
Well, it's like he bluffs this stuff all the time, but he's like, I feel like he just. I mean, I don't feel like it. I know he just says shit for attention. When he was like, yeah, when I retire, you're never gonna see me again. You're never gonna see me ever again. It's like, it's false. Like, if he was just doing the bare minimum when it came to sort of like doing interviews and shit and doing stuff like that, sure, we'd never see you again. But he doesn't do the bare minimum. He does the McAfee show every week and other shit and all this stuff. So, yeah, I don't know.
Right.
We will see him again when he retires. But
yeah, no, it's like at the bare minimum, we're gonna see you at least once a week on
exactly.
that McAfee show. And honestly, once you retire, you're probably gonna be on there every damn day.
Yes,
you're gonna be so.
You're probably gonna have your own podcast. You're probably gonna be doing this and that and whatever.
Aaron Podgers.
Aaron Podgers.
There you go. Just gave it to him.
I thought you were calling him like the Pope, Padre.
No. All
right. How do you feel about the American Pope?
I don't think I care. I don't think I do.
I don't.
Because that's some Catholic shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't.
That would be like if, like, I don't know, something happened in the Muslim world and we were like, hell yeah, how do you feel about that?
I think it'd be anything happening in any world and other people caring.
Sure.
I mean, it's kind of like when other people talk about like other countries, like just like you'll see them on the internet talking about like American politics.
You're like President Trump. It's like what?
It's like
what are you talking about? I don't know who your fucking president is.
Yeah, it's like I don't even. It's like
you Indian weirdo.
I just had to.
I'm Indian. I can say that.
It's like I just had to Google how your government runs shit. Like I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
So I know y'all don't know what's going on over here because half of the motherfuckers here don't know what's going on over here. Like, that's for more than half. And I'm not saying I don't know what's going on over here, but there's a lot of shit that I know I don't know what's going on over here. So, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other countries, shut up. Shut up. Go fucking worry about your own government.
Shut the fuck up. Worry about yourself, bitch.
You want to guess some athletes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, fuck. All right. Well, I'll give you some facts. You give me an answer. This player, first player. This player has a career record of 22-38. He has 1 Pro Bowl. His real name is William.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Nah. He has the most fumbles lost since being drafted.
In the league?
Yeah. And he was drafted the same year as Jamar Chase, Kyle Pitts, and Rashad Bateman.
21. Najee Harris. What?
No.
I can't remember who's fumble machines and who's anti. Also, Najee has always had a winning record or even. So, so the 21 draft, running back, I'm assuming, receiver, thrower of the football.
Who else's records matter?
Sure. Quarterback, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it? I was like, what does the tight end's record matter?
Yeah, no, just one position.
Who were the QBs taken in 21? Trevor was first overall. So it's Trevor Lawrence.
It's Trevor Lawrence.
He does have 1 Pro Bowl.
It's Trevor.
He does fumble a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe he is absolute trash.
That's the thing. You could take a bunch of shit and make him look like he's god awful.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, no, I would lose. I'd lose the most fumbles too if I was playing with the Jags. I'd have a 22-38 record too if I was with the Jags. And to be completely honest with you, with the weapons I have, I'm probably not gonna be able to play good enough to have more than 1 Pro Bowl with the Jags. So,
true.
Thanks, Jacksonville. All right, next player. This player has more receiving touchdowns than Hines Ward, but less than Gronk. He's played for 4 teams. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. He has more receiving yards than Adam Thielen, but less than Tyler Lockett. And he led the NFL in receiving touchdowns in 2013.
Brandon Marshall.
No.
2013
no.
receiving yards.
Oh man, it is definitely not no Brandon Marshall. I can promise you that.
Roddy White.
No.
No, I'm just throwing out crazy names. 2013.
4 teams, 5 Pro Bowls. More receiving touchdowns than Hines Ward. Less receiving touchdowns than Gronk.
Emmanuel Sanders.
No.
His counterpart. Demaryius.
No. 4 teams, 5 Pro Bowls. More receiving touchdowns than Hines Ward. So stop just naming receivers from 2013.
No. Can't just name receivers from 2013. You said receiving touchdown leader or yards?
Yeah, receiving touchdown leader in 2013. And not just receivers can lead the league in receiving touchdowns. So.
You said what?
Not just receivers can lead the league in receiving touchdowns.
That's fucking weird. Aaron is. No, I'm kidding.
Not in 2013. It was too late to do all that.
When did he leave? 11?
11 or 12?
Yeah.
He was off of the team by the year
12.
the Ravens won, I think.
Yeah.
I think his last year was the Billy Cundiff year.
Yep.
All
right. So, tight end. 2013.
4 teams, 5 Pro Bowls. More receiving touchdowns than Hines Ward. More yards than Adam Thielen.
Oh. Brody.
Who?
Saints Brody.
Who?
Fuck. Son of a bitch. Jimmy Graham.
It's Jimmy Graham. Yeah,
Perfect.
It's Jimmy Graham.
Dude, I was so lost for a second.
Saints bro. Brody. Who the fuck is Brody?
Brody.
All right. Last player.
Russell Westbrook.
This player is top 10 all-time in tackles. He played for 3 teams. He was a 12-time Pro Bowler, 2015 Hall of Famer, and had 6 first-team All-Pro selections.
London Fletcher.
No.
Darn.
London Fletcher played for 3 teams?
He played for 2.
Who do you play for besides y'all?
Atlanta.
Interesting.
I don't know if he went anywhere else.
But no, not Is he even a Hall of Famer? He's not a Hall of Famer.
I know London's up there in tackles.
I think so, yeah. I believe he is up there.
London's way up in tackles.
He is up there in tackles.
12 Pro Bowls. 2015
Pro Bowls,
Hall of Famer.
2015 Hall of Famer. Okay, he was a semifinalist.
For what?
London Fletcher last year.
Okay.
He was a semifinalist last year. He 12-time Pro Bowler, 6 first-team All-Pros, 2015 Hall of Famer. Top.
Fuck. Retired. I mean, if you're in 12 Pro Bowls, you're probably first ballot. You're retired in 10.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a first. If you yeah.
Yeah.
Folk retired in 10.
I'm just trying to get some. I'm just trying to make sure I dot my I's, cross my T's. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I will say he retired in 2009.
Yeah.
So was he a first ballot or was he a year after? I don't know.
I think, is the NFL 6?
It's 5. I believe you have to be
Baseball
retired.
series?
You have to be retired for 5 years. So yeah, that would make sense. He was 09. He was a 2015 Hall of Famer. So first
Makes
ballot,
sense.
yeah, which means he was really good.
So a linebacker, probably.
Probably. Who's top?
Probably a middle linebacker.
Who's top?
He retired
10
in
tackles.
2009.
There's only so many. I mean, there's only so many people who could be top 10 all time in tackles.
Urlacher?
No.
Is he white?
No. He's not white. If you ask me the next question, it'll help you.
You said you want me to ask another question?
If you ask me the follow-up question to the last question, it'll probably help you.
Is he black?
No.
Junior Seau.
Yes. It is Junior Seau. If I'm saying though, if all you would have said is after is he white, you immediately assumed, all right, well he's got
I said yeah, exactly. I immediately assumed.
You would have been like, well, is he black? And I'd be like, no. You'd be like, fuck. It would have been as simple as that.
One guy on the list.
I will say, not to make any jokes, but the reason I had to research, I was like, he did retire before he did that.
He did.
I was like, right? Like I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Because because if he didn't, I would have said something along the lines of like, I don't know. Like, because it's like, is that a retirement? I don't know. But I wanted to make sure that he actually retired. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, Junior Seau.
I didn't realize Seau had stats like that. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
I'm ignorant.
But yeah, I mean, we talked about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs. Sorry to remind you of the NBA playoffs, but they are a thing that are still happening. Bengals defense might not, I don't know what their defense is going to look like next year. Mavericks got the first pick. Mavericks get Cooper Flag. LeSean McCoy's an idiot. LeSean McCoy's an idiot, or Trevor Lawrence is god-awful, whichever side you land on. I don't know.
I mean, both things could be true, but one of them is definitely true.
One of them is for sure true.
It's proven.
One of them, I mean, if one of them, it's at least not true yet. I mean, I guess he could turn into a god-awful quarterback, but just in terms of how well he plays as a quarterback, god-awful is just not the it's not the description I would use for Trevor Lawrence.
Bryce Young could get that.
If he retired today?
Yeah.
If he retired today, but see, it's like, even at that young age, it's like...
Yeah, you don't know.
You can't even... It's like, God...
Will Levis can get it.
God-awful is such a, like, rare thing to put on somebody. It's like, God-awful? Like, I can't even... Shit, you can't even call some of these artists god-awful when they're, like, obviously god-awful just because of the amount of fans they'll have.
Sure.
But yeah, I think I don't know what else we talk about. Some other shit. What we talk about? Derek Carr retiring and numbers staying retired. That's what we talked about, Devin. Is there anything else you need to say before we get out of here?
I'm gonna go immediately look up how to say that word. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't really.
I mean, the question is, could you pass?
Could I pass to Samoan?
Yeah.
No.
You couldn't?
I can't.
What do you
I don't have the stature.
So if you like bulked, you think you could look Samoan?
I doubt it.
No.
I can pass for a lot of things. Samoan probably not. Because they're so specific.
They are very specific. They're like
maybe like a non-Samoan. Like I maybe tell someone I'm Samoan. But if I see a Samoan dude, he'd be like, "The fuck are you, dude? Fucking Greek weirdo."
If you try to front as a Samoan around Samoans, it'd be like stolen valor act. Like it
Oh,
would
full
be,
stop, dude. They hate that shit.
what's your
If
rank?
I had tribal tattoos and
What's
fucking,
your rank? Like it would be a
yeah, if
new
I could
thing.
bench 85, fucking million pounds.
Oh my
What village
god.
you from?
It would be on your fucking ass. But yeah, I think we talked about everything we're gonna talk about. We'll have more NBA playoffs, maybe more players retiring, maybe more rookies not signing contract deals. Who knows? But we'll be back on Saturday to discuss more of that shit. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode.
Oh,
What's up?
sorry. Michael Jordan.
What do you do?
He's gonna be commentating.
Is he commentating what?
I think he signed a deal with NBC.
I don't.
He's gonna be an analyst. It's like, I don't really want to hear him talk.
No,
The guy's been a recluse for 30 years.
Yeah, because he's gonna.
Good.
Oh God, he's a
I know, it's
slip
gonna
up.
be bad.
He's a slip up away from exposing himself,
Big.
dude. If Jordan starts saying some stupid shit,
It's just every conversation is gonna turn into a conversation about himself.
well, yeah, well, also, yeah, it's like how you have.
It's the back of my day. Shut the fuck up,
See,
bro.
and it's like, is he an analyst?
And he's not funny. He's also not funny.
But is he an analyst or a commentator?
I can't remember.
Because the thing is, like, I think Brady. I like Brady as a commentator because as he's talking about shit going on in the game, he will bring up things in his career that relate to it.
Yes.
If it's in every
Jordan?
single debate, though, like I'm saying, if Jordan's watching a basketball game and he's like, I could understand him being like, yeah, I remember when I fucking rolled my ankle or whatever. It's like, okay, you can have callbacks for that. But if they're having a
But no,
debate,
if he's discussing shit, no.
it's like, well, when it's like, I don't know. It's like Michael Jordan had such a skewed perspective on the NBA when
Of
he
course,
was a player.
because he won all the fucking time.
It'd be the same.
He's like,
as,
I don't understand why other people like didn't want to win so much. It's like they did. They just weren't Michael Jordan.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would. I don't know if I'm gonna like.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to look more into that.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely be something to look forward to. I'll be interested to see how it goes.
Good or bad, yes.
Yeah. If it's honestly, I hope it's really bad. Like
it will. It'll be
like,
abysmal.
But like entertainingly
Like embarrassing,
bad.
like yellow eyes.
But like it's so bad that like every week
it's gonna tarnish his career.
Like we have a new clip every week of like Jordan saying the dumbest shit possible.
Of course.
But yeah, we will be
awesome.
back on Saturday. Hopefully, having some stupid shit soon to say to quote Michael Jordan from. But with all that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.